right, everybody, welcome to the Studying Brew, episode 871 on this beautiful Tuesday evening. Tonight, we're going to have Test Taking Techniques Tuesday, and we're going to get this underway as Brandy gets her attention over here. We got dog going off over here. Anyways, tonight, we're going to do those test taking techniques, those skills that pay the bills, those ways, those strategies, those techniques that give you that edge especially when you don't know the dang answer. How many of you ran across those questions already in your quizzes and your exams and everything? You just like, I studied, but I don't even know what is going on. I can't even tell you what's going on right now. That happens. It happens. And you're like, oh, I guess I need to go memorize the book. No, you need to learn how to read these questions. And we're going to show you how to do that tonight. We're going to show you the quick way around the track, as I used to say it. And who are we? Well, my name is Andy. I'm the guy that answers all the phone calls, text messages, all that good stuff. But you're here for the birthday girl. She's got her Series 6, 63, 26, Series 65, and her Series 7, which makes her more than qualified to teach you all the things you need to know. So that way you two could get a pass notice, and I'm about to die later. I just want you guys to know this is my last time being on Zoom. Brandy might murder me for saying that. But I just want to say, look, even on our birthdays, we work for you guys. We're here. It's free. If you want to help out, just spread the word. That's all we ask. And we have a lot of fun helping people the best way we can with getting these licenses. And we've been on holidays. With you guys, sickness, everything. And because you guys are dedicated. You're dedicated and you want to get this thing done. And that's what we want to do. Like in my house, I have a thing with the kids. We help triers, not criers. And I feel like I'm with a bunch of triers. And I want to get this thing done. So how else can I not, how else can we not be on here? So it's a blessing. And we thank you all for being here on this night. We're going to go ahead and get this thing rocking. So that way we waste no time. Because tonight, test taking techniques, it's a lot of fun. And besides, it'll be the birthday edition. Brandy's going to kill me. I might as well get it all in.
Yeah, but I'm also laughing about what's happening with.
There's dogs and kids and everything. It's bananas. Have you ever noticed like you could be totally nothing going on in your house as soon as like something is going on, like you need to do something, like everybody decides to like, I don't know, have a party.
It's kind of Shorty's fault on this one. So
just saying, it's like nobody has any. Anyways, all right, everybody, we got this Kona Academy. We got the 21-day plan. One's guided, one self-study. You pick one great price, two different options. So that way you guys can attack it any which way you want to. So if you want to have a guided program, it just started. We're only about 2 weeks in. We're on the 6th day.
Yeah.
So 6 days in, it's easy catch up. If you wanted to get on that guided. But if you want to just keep on the self-study, we had thousands of passers with a 21-day plan. It's a great way to do it. So you could do those classes, courses, all that stuff. We have a nice little plan. You just follow, and it's simple. You just click underline words and let the videos play. That's it. You just get through the content. You get on the techniques and strategies. We got all exam sessions that you can get into. And all you got to do is scan the QR code, hit the links, sign up. Ebooks for the SIE, the 6 and the 63. We got 26 course notes. We got all that great stuff happening. We got the Discord for the Kona community. We have this phone number there, 951-290-3077. Instagram, Telegram. We got all that great stuff. So make sure to join us and get into the program, whether it's the free or the paid. Check it out and give me a call or text if you got any questions. All right, here we go. Tomorrow we got week 2. Like I said, it is day 6. Brandy's going to be going over some stuff. We got 9:30 a.m. Pacific start time for the SIE. We're going to ending the day. It looks like at the Series 6. 63, we don't have a lot of 63ers, so.
No, we don't. But I'm thinking about something special, cool for an added bonus on Thursday. But we'll talk about that.
Glad to know I'm up to date. All right, here we go. You ready?
Apparently, writing on your hand doesn't always spark your memory.
Especially if you wash your hands, Brandy. The reminders just go away.
Anyways, yes, I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm just waiting for the slide to go. That's all. All right, Test Taking Techniques Tuesday. We got rules of Test Taking Techniques Tuesday. Rule number 1, you're not allowed to ask what exam did that question come from. If you're asking that, then you're paying attention simply to the wrong thing. You need to just look at the way in which Brandy just attacks it. Last night, we let you guys do some of the work, right? We had you identify those keywords, look for the keywords. And a lot of times, like last night, it was a lesson in keeping it simple and less thinking. Really just looking at the words that are on the screen, taking it out of securities and going, you know what? I know what this means outside of my study. Oh, I wonder if it's the same thing. Oh, it is. It's the same thing in even in the exam world. And you plug it back in and you're like, you know what? That wasn't that hard.
Yep.
So we're going to have more of that tonight, but this time Brandy's going to make those connections for you and show you how that works. And by the way, if you ever want to know where we get our keywords from, it's our study guides. Our study guides have full of keywords on all the stuff you need to know. If you're going to memorize something, memorize the keywords in that study guide. It's that easy, really, honestly.
Yes, it is.
So we're going to do that. So rule number 2 is that how do you get good at something? You simply got to practice. So when we're done here, we want you to get a 10-question flash quiz, 10 questions, 10 minutes, 1 minute of thought. Just go with your gut. Just go for it. And that's all you're going to do.
Yes, and guys, I'm just gonna piggyback on what we did yesterday. A lot of times we are overthinking. A lot of times we are not looking beyond just the content. A lot of times we stop at like, oh man, I don't know what this is. Does that make sense, guys? And when we stop at I don't know what this is, you're not seeing the beauty of looking past the content and seeing what we did yesterday and what we're going to do tonight. That's the missing piece, I think.
It's literally just the missing link. It is the part that you've been missing. It is, I hate to say this, guys, but a lot of times you guys get in your own way. You overcomplicate it. You second guess it. You go, and how many times have you gone through it and you go like this? Dang it, I knew that. Dang it, why didn't I just pick C?
Or like when you watch the video or read the content or somebody tells it to you, you're like, yeah, I know that. That makes sense. How come I'm getting it wrong?
Right. Tonight's your night.
Yes.
Let's go.
Let's do it. All right. Oh,
Do you want to pause?
yes. Let's pause for a quick second.
Brandy is off her game. It is her birthday. And this happens. It happens when you have a birthday. When the sun goes around the earth, things seem to be off and discombobulated.
We've had a very interesting evening. Okay.
Yeah. It seems that we did not do this part.
I didn't. I just got to block it out. I can
All right.
do it in 2 seconds.
So anyways, as we watch Brandy do her work, does anybody have any questions in the chat? Let's do that. Let's just do that. Anybody got any questions in the chat? By the way, if you hang out and you're live on here with us, if you hang out after the brew, we usually hang out afterwards and we open up the mics and you can just ask questions on whatever you got, steady questions. Michelle, she always shuts herself down, but you know what? She always asks good questions. Always has good study questions. Tim's got them, so they'll tell you. We definitely answer those questions. Just like John, he's asked. We got a lot of stuff. We just help you guys out. So make sure to stay on afterwards if you have some random question about that, or if you want to hang out and listen to talk about who was your favorite 80s star. Was it from the 18? I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. Was Airwolf better than the 18?
No. A-Team all day.
I don't know. Depends.
Anyways, okay, guys. That was hilarious. Okay, guys. All right.
And by the way, someone asked, do you listen to Mandy Moore or Britney Spears for your birthday?
And the answer is neither.
Neither one.
All right. It applies to recommended trades. It doesn't apply to unsolicited trades. It applies to secondary market trades. It applies to primary market trades. B is just out there. It's the only one that says it doesn't apply. A, C, and D all say apply, right? So this is the one that's different. Boom, 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 boom. And right away, I just see the accept. Unfortunately, that accept is really standing out. We got
right, slow it down. You go about 1.5 speed already for so many people's brains. Go back. Why was it different?
Oh, because
it just because it says all of the other 3 says it applies, and then B was the one that says it doesn't apply. That's why it was different.
Yes.
I know.
Sorry.
I know some of y'all are like, what? Slow-mo. It was different. Why? I'm here for you.
Yes. Sorry, guys. Plus I had another coffee this afternoon and I didn't mean to.
Yeah, no. I know what it's like to be with caffeinated brandy.
Girls twist my arm. So then we see in the question, because we can't ignore it, that it says true except. I'm not even really looking at this or this or this. I'm not looking at any of that. I'm looking at true except the one that's different, and that just so happens to be the answer.
In that situation, if you find any of those answers to be true, like even one of them, then you know that's not going to be it.
Yeah, and honestly, guys, I'm gonna be real with you. Never kind of heard of the MSRB's time of trade. So my question is always this: B is the one that's different. That's my gut. And then you look at it and you go, yeah, that makes sense. Time of trade, of course, it would apply to every trade.
Right.
Does that make sense? I don't even know what that means, but time feels like that's important for all trades.
And then if you think about it, doesn't apply to unsolicited trades, of course not. Right?
No, it does.
It does. Sorry.
Yeah. That's okay. That's the other problem with the accepts.
They get you twisted.
They do. So I try not to give too much credence to them, too much power.
All right. Show the fine people how you got this one.
The supervisor of the employees, a back office employee, a non-registered person, and a non-registered employee. So right away, I'm seeing that says non-registered and that says non-registered. So these two are what we would call similar.
Right.
So probably the answer is C or D.
Not always, but a lot of times it is, especially if you don't know the answer anyway.
Because, guys, I'm going to be real with you. I was looking at these answers: the supervisor of the employees who are responsible for maintaining the records, a back office employee responsible for depositing customers' funds, a non-registered person who processes orders for a firm that sells only mutual funds. Oh, wait, only. And then also a non-registered employee who maintains the records. And I'm like, I don't even know where to go with this. Oh, I see A and D is also talking about records. I didn't even focus on that because I saw which of the following individuals is not required to be fingerprinted. And I'm still going, this answer played with me because I want to say D, but I don't want to fight the fact that this is usually not true.
Right. The only
is usually not true. And guys, that's the answer. Don't ask me why. Oh, because we're just processing orders. We're not doing the order. We're not accepting the order. We're just processing orders.
No, my name is Andy. I just click A in that little box right there, and then that computer takes over.
You just click submit.
Submit. That was it.
Yeah.
I don't know the names of the person. I didn't even take money. I don't know nothing.
Yeah.
They just put all these papers on my desk, and I have to have them done by lunch.
Exactly.
I don't know what's going on.
That's basically it. You're a paper shoveler?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah. That's the question today. All right. An investment advisor, a municipal securities representative, a market maker, and a municipal advisor. So I see advisor and I see advisor.
Wow.
I see municipal.
It's not a tomato situation, is it?
Actually, I looked it up because this stuff drives me crazy.
You say tomato,
and it is tomato.
I say advisor, you say advisor.
It's something about the properness or something. I don't really know, but it's interchangeable. So who cares?
Okay.
So, but do you guys see what I just
did? It's a smoke and mirror moment.
Yeah. So I see advisor and I see advisor. I see municipal and I see municipal. Which one did I circle both from?
It would be D. That was what I call a double dip.
Oh, hold on. My bad. A person who would provide advice to a city.
Right.
Provide advice to a city government.
We already know it's going to be an advisor and municipal city. That's it. If you don't know that city is another word for municipalities, municipals, yeah, yeah, like Biggie Smalls used to say, if you didn't know, now you know, something like that.
Okay. Right.
If you don't know, now you know.
And guys, when you're in a time bind, when you're feeling a little antsy, like because you had maybe too much caffeine.
Yeah, 3 espresso shots, way too many at 7 o'clock.
Just saying, I get that free Starbucks birthday. When it's that time, this works.
Yeah, literally.
That a reverse relationship, huh?
No,
Does that mean was that a breakup?
no.
What's a reverse
I'm
relationship?
guessing that means you broke up and you said, you know what, we can make it work.
Uh, maybe?
Let's
I
reverse and put
I
it back
I
together.
I don't even know. An inverse relationship means we go opposite, right? It's
Yeah,
inverse,
yeah. We know we ain't good.
right? And then that's a relationship, right? That's both relationships. So those are probably opposite, right? And then we have the difference between credit and financial risk. This is like wrong on every level. This you kind of need to know a little content. Credit and financial risk is legit the same thing.
Right.
There is no difference.
No difference.
It is the same thing. And then an example of regulatory risk.
I guess we'll have to see the question for that.
I mean, I might want to say risk and risk. If that's the case, the answer is D.
Right.
So let's just look at the question. Question says, what is the relationship? Stop. Stop right there. Hold on. Let me get a different color. What is the relationship? Risk and risk, you're out.
Right. Now we're looking at relationships.
Right?
We've turned into Maury.
We've already established that A just doesn't make sense. How do you have a
No,
reverse relationship?
it
That means
really
there
doesn't.
is none,
It's
right?
not like a reverse mortgage.
So guys, just by looking at the words, you can get to the answer.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, it's just stupid.
What the heck is that? I think they were just trying to find a word that had verse in it. Like it would have almost been better if they've said a universal
I don't know.
relationship.
I feel like I've been in some reverse relationships where it feels like we never were going forward. You know what I mean?
Back up. Back up. Okay. All right. ADRs may trade over the counter. I like the word may. May is a great test word. Okay, I'm just saying May is a great test word.
Well, I see 3 of those test words and 3 of those.
Look at normally trade, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, look, there's a difference between May. There's a difference between normal. Like normally, that's a very
It's like
slang.
when, well, and also it's kind of like when someone says act normal. Well, normal to what?
Yeah, so normal, like normally trade is a very slang word. You might see infrequent or frequently. Like those are more like definitional words. Normally, but
What do they call that? That's
not definitional.
it's subjective.
Objective, yeah, not objective. Then we have, like Andy said, our may and our may. So this one's really weird, right? And so I'm really thinking that this is the answer because of that word normally. But then I'm going to get to the question and I'm going to look at it and it says, which of the following statements about American depository receipts are not correct? How about the fact that they trade on a foreign exchange? If they're American, how can I trade on on a foreign exchange?
Just common sense, but I'm going to say this, but looking at those answers and already having an idea where it could possibly go will give you that confirmation once you read that question. And that's why we look at answers first.
Honestly, Andy said it, but we say it, but we've never said it quite like that. We're thinking that the answer's B. We're pretty sure that the answer's B based on a technique. But the fact that it said American not normally trading on an foreign exchange, it all kind of makes sense.
And then when she points it out like that, you're just like, oh yeah.
Right?
Look, and I also want to point out one simple thing. We did not talk about all the things at American depositories and how they're traded at all. Did you hear any of us talk about any of the definitional stuff? Did we talk about any content? It's literally just looking at the fact that it's an American depository and that answer said a foreign exchange. Duh. Right? That's it. Go with that. Don't force the content. Don't force it. If it's easily a layup, throw the dang ball into the hoop. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Don't wait for someone to come by and knock it out of the air. You know what I mean?
Like, guys, if you can get to an answer and you're like, I'm pretty sure it's B, and nothing in the question really doesn't, like, how do I want to say it? Nothing in the question would say, oh no, that doesn't match. Then don't fight it. Just click on it. I bet you it's the answer.
You don't want to be like the Seattle Seahawks where they where they decided not to run Marshawn Lynch into the end zone and win the Super Bowl.
Just
Just run it in.
run it. A carrying firm, a depository trust, an investment company, or a fully disclosed introducing firm. So check this out. I got the word firm.
Mm-hmm.
I got the word firm.
Right.
I got company. I got trust. Make sense?
Yep.
Okay. A broker dealer, and then I'm going to kind of skim it real, accepts funds, securities from other customers and its correspondent member firms. Okay, so that just look, broker dealer and firm confirms that that's not it.
Right. We're looking at firms.
Right. So it just confirms that A or B is it.
Right.
And it says that accepts funds and securities. Doesn't that sound like I'm carrying it for you?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. If someone hands you something and you accepted it, are you not carrying it somewhere?
If you accept a package in the mail, you are now carrying it
To the kitchen table
to the table.
for your wife to open.
That's how it goes.
Yeah.
If you accept, you're now carrying. If you accept, you're now carrying. Do you see how we're not relying on our securities knowledge at all?
We're making it simplified. We're just making it simple. How many of you would have complicated that question? You would have overthought it. You would have thought, oh, but what about the carrier prototype or broken tip?
Who's a correspondent firm? What is that?
I don't know.
I mean, I know, guys, of course.
I know, but I don't know. I don't know.
But do you guys see what we're saying? Like, guys, even with me knowing this content, I still approach technique first. Even though I'm teaching this stuff to you guys and I've passed all of these licenses, I still approach these questions technique first because it's a lot less work.
It's a lot less stress. It's a lot less work. You start to see that you have open shots where you didn't know that you had an open shot. You stop looking around and you're just like, you know what? There's nobody guarding the net. Let me just knock that thing in. Shoot, why am I waiting here?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Let's just get the easy one and walk out with a pass notice. And guys, that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. We're here to study so we could get a pass. That's the Kona way. We're just looking to get a pass. However we get the question right, that's all we need. You hear what I'm saying? That's all we need. A win is a win, period. It doesn't matter how it comes to you. A win is a win.
And the other thing too, guys, how much funner is it to not have to be focused on securities vocabulary? No offense, but from a person who has these licenses, it can get kind of mundane and boring.
And if anybody is saying on here, like, I want less stress, I want less stress, I want that for me, think less, relax. Just look at the words.
Just look at the words, guys.
That's it.
That's it.
And it'll get a lot easier.
And that is test taking skills that you guys can carry no matter what test you're taking. The securities test, the MLO test, any other professional test. Kids use it in middle school and high school.
We've helped people pass the bar. Guys, we help people pass exams we don't even teach.
Yes. Simply because they've implemented these techniques.
Yeah. So many times we get lost on the content, and the facts are the facts. These words don't change because it's on an exam. They still hold the same thing. Carrying still means carrying. Do you get what I'm saying? Don't change it up just because you're on an exam. Just because you've been studying this stuff, the words still mean the same thing. Don't overcomplicate it. Go with your gut. Make it happen. We got the Kona Academy tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow night for free content Wednesday. Same bat time, same bat channel. Until then, everybody stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your friend's face. That's all I know. Keep that positive mental attitude. PMA. Everybody have a great night.
Thank you guys so much for being on. We super appreciate you guys. Relax. Less stress when you're studying. Less stress when you're taking your quizzes. We will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great one.
Yeah.